Hey, everybody. Good morning
Good morning.
or afternoon if you're on the East Coast. How you doing, Norman?
I'm all right. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Good to see you here.
Yes. Glad to be here.
Yeah, excited you're on. I'm really excited to share with you guys what I have planned for today because it's a really cool strategy. It's kind of a sort of a secret strategy. Not very many people know about it, and it's an awesome way to hack the Facebook algorithm and really make it work for you and create a lot more conversations around your services. So super excited to dive in. This is kind of piggybacking on what we've covered the last couple weeks. First week we talked all about how to create an irresistible offer and how to know what your ideal customer avatar looks like so you can speak better to that person. And then in the second week, we talked about how to create a high converting landing page on your website or even just using a high converting Facebook post. So the Facebook posts actually work really well. Um, I don't, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on my personal Facebook page, I we've generated, I think, close to 40 probably members in our group. They're from organic traffic with me just posting on my personal Facebook page. And so we went over that last week, how you can utilize just a simple Facebook post to actually get more customers that way and really to pitch your offer. So, but today, I'm excited. We're going to be talking about how to start driving traffic to your offer, to a landing page, or even if you don't even have to have the landing page. I'm going to talk about how you can use it, but you actually don't even have to have that. So don't worry if you don't have it. Okay. Um, we're going to be talking about how to really just start conversations with people. And that's going to make a big difference for your business. So I know I've spoken to most of you,
Mhm.
and I know that actually no, I've spoken to all of you. So I know that everyone's number one, I think, pain point on this call right now is getting customers. A lot of us are either in the beginning stages of business or we're just kind of in growth mode, and so really excited to cover this because it's totally relevant to all of you on this call. So that's awesome. Now, what I'm going to do is at the end, I'll save some time for Q&A. So if you do have questions, you can put them in the chat. Feel free to put them in the chat, and we can go back through the chat at the end. Or if you guys have, if you just want to unmute later at the end of the call, feel free to do that as well. Let's do this. If you guys don't mind, we could take just a quick minute before we get started. I'm going to ask each of you to unmute and uh, and just tell us a little bit about who you are. Like, introduce yourself, where your business is, and what you do for work, and then we'll dive into the training. So I'm gonna go from left to right on my screen. So I've actually got you are the first one on my screen. Do you want to tell us just where you're located, and then what you do for work?
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Anne, and I located in Rockwall, Texas. I solve your skin problems. So if you have any skin problems like melasma or eczema or acne, hormone acne, teen acne, I can help you with that. We have the product that is all vegans, non-toxics, no chemical, no harsh chemicals. We avoided over 3,000 of the harsh chemicals, any ingredient that is harmful to you and harmful to the environment. We don't have those in the product. So everything is naturals and vegan. So if you have any skin problems concern, then you can contact me. You can also share the product and make the money too.
Oh, very cool. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. You're right down the street. You're actually across the lake from me. I'm in Rowlett, so
Oh, all right. Hey, neighbor.
we're like 10 minutes away from each other. Probably that's awesome. Elizabeth, do you want to unmute? You don't have to. I know you're cleaning, but if you're able to,
I'm gonna unmute just so I can go back on mute and go back to cleaning.
cool.
But yes, I'm here. Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. I have a residential cleaning business. And what was the rest of the question?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, just
Okay, yes.
where you're located and what you do for work. So that's awesome. So glad.
Yes.
And Elizabeth's gonna be listening in as she's doing the work today. So that's
Yes, absolutely. So I'm gonna go back off camera and
sounds,
listen in. If I have any questions, I'll put them in chat.
yeah, perfect. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Rebecca, you want to go next?
Yeah, well, my name is Rebecca Slater. I own Clean Slate Bookkeeping. I'm located in Wichita, Kansas, but I take customers anywhere in the US because my business is mostly virtual.
Very cool. So if anybody needs bookkeeping, contact Rebecca. Bookkeeping made a huge difference for me in my business. I was so relieved when we finally got a bookkeeper. So Norman, do you want to unmute?
Yes, not a problem. My name is Norman Hayes. I'm located in, Lord forgive me, in Fargo, North Dakota. I own a cleaning company. I do residential and commercial cleaning.
Awesome, awesome. Well, so glad to have all of you guys on the call today. So we're going to dive right in. I want to make the most of our time together, and we do have actually a lot to cover. So I encourage you to take notes. Now, if you haven't yet, be sure to watch the replays from the last 2 weeks. We've only had 2 other calls, so you really haven't missed much. But they are important. So go back and watch those. It's easy to get caught up, and there's a little bit of homework on each thing. I'll be sharing the resources from today, so I will send you all of my notes from today to help you follow along as you're doing things this week. But so, remember, I just want to kind of remind us all of why we're here. So, in Kingdom Business Profits, the whole reason why we're here, why you're here, is to create more profit in our business, to get clients and customers, hopefully at a lower rate that's scalable, so we can have more cash flow, more profit, and make an impact for God's kingdom with our business. That's my personal goal. My wife and I, there's an orphanage that we support in Chennai, India, that's rescued over 1,200 women and children out of human trafficking since 2007. So that's something that we're really passionate about. And we want to create profit in our businesses to be able to give to causes like that. So that's what makes me passionate about making money. It's never like I'm happy with, I don't need more stuff in my life, right? I want to make an impact. I want to take great care of my family, and so that's what this is all about. So we're going to dive in and talk about how to drive traffic to our landing page. So at this point, we've gone over how to create an offer. So we ideally have a specific offer for our business. Rebecca, I know you created one this week, which is amazing, and then you've identified your ideal customer avatar and created either a landing page or some kind of Facebook post or funnel that they can go to. So what we're going to be talking about today is how to optimize your personal Facebook profile for your business, and how to utilize Facebook groups, specifically local groups, or if you are virtual, there's all kinds of groups you can go into, which is amazing. A lot of opportunity. So we're going to utilize Facebook groups, and we're going to learn how to create a Let's Get Connected post, and then how to follow up with conversations on the back end with these people. And so I'm going to kind of hit the high points, and then we'll kind of backtrack and walk through some of these things. So the first thing you want to do is, before we start posting in a bunch of Facebook groups, we want to optimize our Facebook profile. And why do we do that? So your personal Facebook profile, as opposed to your business profile, actually gets way more organic reach than your business pages. So Facebook pushes personal profiles way over Facebook pages. And so we're going to use our Facebook profile. And what you want to do is you want to put like a relevant banner image and a professional screenshot to what you do. So for example, I'll show you mine really quick. You can see on here I've got a nice professional mug shot, headshot of myself. And you want to be visible, you want to be, look friendly. And then I've also got a banner image that makes it really clear what I do. And let me move this out of the way real quick so I can show you something. Let me go back to, okay. So this makes it really clear what it is that I do, and it encourages people to take action. So I help service businesses get their FRAP together and double their profit. Click here to get access, download the free report to learn how to increase your customers and 10x your referrals. And so when they click on this, it takes them to a link that they can then click on, takes them to a landing page to my website where they can download the thing. Okay. And so you want to have a banner image, and you can make this in Canva. I'll put a link to Canva in the resource below. But you can, Canva has templates for Facebook banners, for example. So you want to create a Facebook banner that makes it really clear what you do. If it's cleaning or bookkeeping or skincare, whatever, show people what it is that you do, and then make a clickable link in a post so that they know what action to take or how to get a hold of you. Okay. And you can actually talk about your offer. You could say, go to my website to learn more, free, 30-minute consultation on skincare or bookkeeping, or first month cleaning is half off, things like that. You want to really push whatever offer you have out there. And then also, get a nice headshot of yourself. Now this can be on your phone, right? But just have a nice clean background. You want it to be like undistracting. Okay. And you can even go again into Canva, for example. And nowadays it's so easy to remove the background from a picture, put a color back there that's kind of on brand with you, and that makes such a big difference. Another thing that I want you guys to be mindful of is whenever you create whenever you change your profile picture and your banner picture, Facebook pushes these out really, really big to your community. So however many friends and followers you have online, these are the posts that will get the absolute most traction of any post that you can do on Facebook, especially when you change your profile picture. So if you ever want to get a lot of attention on Facebook, just change your profile picture every 90 days or something, and you will get a ton of engagement. People really pay attention to it. I changed mine. I changed this one back in September 9th. I've gotten 46 likes, only 4 comments. I changed it a while back, and I think I ended up with like over 100 likes, probably 50 something comments. So it gets a lot of engagement. So this is a great way to tell your story. You want to kind of tell a little bit about your story, like why are you in skincare? Why are you in bookkeeping or cleaning? What difference do you make for your clients? You can talk about, I was cleaning for Mrs. Hobbs the other day, and she just broke down crying because she was so thankful for our service because, her husband had just passed away, or some kind of story, something that gets people engaged and interested. You always want to tell a story, but that creates a lot of engagement. So that's kind of just a side note. And then what you want to do next is add a tagline in the about section. And ideally, you can include a link to your website or services. Don't sweat if you don't have it. We're going to talk about just how to start having conversations with people, but you're going to create a tagline. So, for example, mine is join my free community, learn how to make more money in your service business, and then it has a link to actually join my school community. So you can do that you just edit your bio and put that in there. And then you also want to make sure that you've got links to your website and other social medias down here. But notice how I only show like one job thing and like that I'm married to my wife and my website. So everything on my personal profile is actually pointing towards my business. I'm not really worried about personal stuff. I'm really wanting people to take action and grow my business. And so that's all you want to do here. And then you're also going to go through your feed and make sure your feed is nice and clean. You know, you don't want like, I'm not going to say like, definitely be yourself. Please be yourself. We want you to be yourself. But, you know, are there things that could be misconstrued, or, you know, is there that post from 2 years ago of you like, you know, going down the river and you're drunk with your friends or something like, you don't want stuff like that. I mean, hopefully that didn't happen, but if it did, you know, you might want to fix that. So I just clean up your profile and make sure it's, you know, nice and streamlined for your business and really pushing people towards taking action. And then uh, okay, so we talked about that. And then update your links and test them to make sure that they work. A lot of times people forget, you know, to update a link and it doesn't work. I mean, it's happened to me many times. So make sure that you test these links and that they actually go where you want them to go. Super important. Okay. And then remember, one thing to keep in mind is, again, today we're going to be talking about how to create conversations via Facebook groups and start talking to lots and lots of people. And once I kind of pull back the curtain here in a second, you're going to be probably surprised at how easy this is and how effective it can be. But people are going to Facebook stalk you. So what's going to happen is, like, let's say you go into a Facebook group with 20,000 people and it's a local group, and you know, start posting and you're talking to people. A lot of people won't necessarily interact with you directly, but they'll go on your Facebook page or your profile and stalk you and like see what you're about, what are your values, what are your political views, you know, how can they contact you? Are you a legit business? Like, they just want to learn more about you and about your business. And remember, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. And so if they know, like, and trust you, they're more likely to do business with you. And you're building that trust in part just by posting on the Facebook groups. So super important. Um, so make sure that everything just looks just like you would want it to when people are coming to your page, and it's really clear how they can contact you and do business with you and get connected with you. If you can, you want to commit to posting at least 3 to 5 times a week about your business on your personal profile. So, how many of you have a page? You can leave it in the comments. Like, how many of you have a business Facebook page? You can leave it in the comments or wave if you're on video. Yeah, so Rebecca's got a page. I've got a page. Norman's got a page. So what's interesting is we still want to utilize our page, but actually our personal profile is actually more important for business in a lot of ways than your brand pages, because it gets way more reach. Okay, and ideally we want to post to both things. And what's really cool now is when you do a post on Facebook, you can actually have it post from your personal page directly to your business pages. So I encourage you to do that so you're showing up in both places to both sets of followers. But when people are as people are going to your Facebook page and you're driving traffic there, you want uh, them to be seeing just updates about your business, what you're doing, and so on. So try to post at least 3 to 5 times a week. If you can post every day, that's amazing, especially if you've got a big, you know, drive that you're doing for an offer or something. Next, we're going to join every local group that's a good fit. Or Rebecca, for you, you can look for, like, you know, profit-based groups, financial, you know, business financial Facebook groups. And you could be looking for skincare groups, mom groups, like, all, you know, there's a lot of different things. But local is always probably the best place to start because people tend to trust people that are in the same vicinity as them. Even that is a point of trust, just the fact that you are local. So you can be reaching out to local business owners. And then finally, what we're going to do is we're going to create a Let's Get Connected post. I'm going to show you how this works and how it literally hacks the Facebook algorithm in an incredible way. And so let's talk about that. Before we do that, let me show you kind of the criteria that I want you to pay attention to when you're choosing a local Facebook group. So if I were to go, I'm going to search for Rockwall groups, Rockwall moms, maybe. I'm going to search for Rockwall moms. You can, whatever your avatar is, and you can narrow it down to groups here. You can choose even the city, and if they're near you, they're public, and so on. But let's just see what we've got. So we've got Wiley and Murphy area moms. That's 10,000 members, quite a lot of members. That's good. You want to shoot for ideally at least 2,000 to 3,000 members in a group. I wouldn't even join a group or mess with it unless it's more than that. For example, you see this one at the bottom is 843 members. And it doesn't tell me that there's any new posts. So it's like not something, I don't need to be in there basically. And there's 10 posts a day in this group with 10,000 members. Another example, 25,000 members in this one, 10 plus posts a day, 8 posts a day in this one. So you want it to be active. You want to make sure that people are posting in there and they're in there all the time. That's really important. So find these groups. Let's say, I'll look for something like just business, search business groups, and then I'll do near me, and it pulls up all these groups, make sure that they're public. So here's one, 2,000 members, 10 posts a day, maybe that it could be good. Rowlett business posting, 6 posts a day. We've got, let's see, small business. Here we go, Texas Business Networking, 10,000 members, 10 posts a day. So these are the kinds you're looking for. Texas Small Business Network, 16,000 members, 10 posts a day, 10 plus. And you've got a ton of these. So you can scroll through and find the ones that you think are good. And also, just click in on them and kind of get to know, what's the vibe of the group? Is it a like really awesome, positive group? Or is it just like people are just constantly spamming about their services? Is there like real engagement, like real conversation happening? Or is it just people are constantly spamming about their services? Because that's what we're not going to do. We want to create engagement. So we want to look, like this is a great post. What is your business? Let's see. What do you sell? 39 comments. Hey, there you go. So that person has hacked the group, like we're gonna learn how to do it. So anyway, so look for those groups, and then what I want you to do is join at least 3 groups for your local business. All right, and then let me go back to my page here. And then we're gonna make a Let's Get Connected post. Let me show you how we're gonna do this. So again, we're not going to go into the groups just saying, hey, I clean houses, or hey, I do bookkeeping, or hey, I offer coaching or whatever. Because people see stuff like that all the time. Instead, we want to create conversations and create community, and people are a lot more likely to trust you and want to do business with you when you do that. So for example, we could do something like, hey, let's get connected. How long have you lived in the area, and what do you do for work? Okay. You could also do something like, hey, call out your city. Hey, Rowlett, let's get connected. What's your passion project, or what's something that you're passionate about? Hey, Rowlett, let's get connected. What business do you own? So without calling out business owners, I'm calling out the business owners and getting them to respond to me. So Rebecca, that could be one that's good for you. It's like you're you're not violating any, any group rules, but you're getting business owners to raise their hand and start talking with you, and it just makes a big difference on who the Facebook posts target and what kind of conversations or what quality of conversations you're going to be getting with people. Makes sense? And then here's what you're going to do. This is really important. So if you're taking notes, write this down. Super important. The way that we're going to do this and kind of work the algorithm. So as people comment, so they'll say something like, I've lived in Rowlett for 10 years and I own a dog grooming company. And so then you're going to like their comment, first like or love their comment, and then you're going to reply to every single comment on the post and ask an additional question. So you might say something like, "Oh, that's awesome. My daughter's thinking about getting a dog. What's the most important thing should look for in a dog groomer?" And you get them to talk about their business, or let's say they're like, I own a bakery. And you're like, "Oh, that sounds so much fun. When I lived in Mexico, my friend had a bakery. What is your favorite kind of bread?" And so you're just being conversational. And I'm literally thinking of things off the top of my head that are true about my life. So you just want to kind of, mind your own brain and your own experience, like, how can I relate to this person, right? It can be simple stuff like, let's say they own a auto repair shop, and oh, I used to love watching my dad work on cars when I was growing up. What's the number one thing that people come into your shop for? You just get them to talk about their business, and they're going to reply to your question, and then that boosts the algorithm even more. And then after they reply, you can reply one more time and say, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing," or "That sounds really fun," or whatever's a relevant comment. So we're just having conversations with people, okay? And compliment them also, like, uh, if they've lived in the area 10 years, "Oh my gosh, you must have seen so much, of how the city's grown," or things like that. Just comment them, ask questions, reply, and build rapport. And this hacks the algorithm big time. Make sure you also like or love every single comment. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to send a friend request to all of those people that comment on your posts. And because we're going to be DMing those people, we're going to send them a message to the people that have engaged on the posts and just trying to stay connected. Now, the reason why you send them a friend request is because they're more likely to see your direct message, okay? And you're building a relationship. All of this is about building a relationship with people, and so super, super helpful. And then once you DM them. So send them a friend request, then start to DM them. You don't have to necessarily wait for them to accept the friend request. Just send them a DM. They'll see it eventually once they accept your friend request. But you're basically going to follow up on the post and just start chatting and being friendly. So you might say, "Hey, that's so cool. I saw your comment on my post. I saw that you own an automotive shop. Where are you guys located?" And then you get to talking more about where they are. That's awesome. Just out of curiosity, how much y'all charge for an oil change? Okay, great. Do y'all do, inspections or whatever? Again, we're being friendly and we're just creating conversation, right? And then once it feels right, and you've asked them about them and you've talked about them a lot, you can say something like, "Do you know anyone looking for bookkeeping, or do you know anyone looking for cleaning in the area? I have a cleaning business in the area and just wondering if you know anyone who might need cleaning services." So we're not asking, "Hey, do you need my services?" Instead it's, "Hey, I have a cleaning service," or, "Hey, um, I sell some amazing skincare products. Do you know anyone in the area who would be interested in taking better care of their skin?" And what'll happen a lot of times, and this isn't with every conversation, but what'll happen a lot of times is it's like they'll say, "Oh, well, actually, I'm interested," or "Oh yeah, my wife actually was commenting to me. She's got something going on with her face, and she wants help with it. You know, I would love to get her in touch with you," or whatever the case may be. And you're just having conversations, and that's how we're going to start building rapport with people, and ideally either booking appointments, virtual appointments, in-person appointments, getting them to sign up for something, whatever, getting their email address, getting them on like a newsletter so that you can start building relationships with them. And then as they Facebook stalk you, they're going to see your links to, ideally to your landing page and your offers and different things that you have out there. A few things before I'm going to actually show you some examples here in a second, but just a few tips on utilizing the Facebook groups is, number one, make sure you read the rules so that you really understand the rules and you honor them, and make sure you're always giving and not like taking. So when you do a post like this, it creates a lot of engagement for the group, and typically the admins like it because it's very conversational, it's not spammy, and it keeps the group more engaged, which is actually a good thing, an overall good thing for the whole group, and helps the admins out. So usually they like it, and make sure you're not just like spamming your services. Now you can still go in there, like let's say they have an every Friday business post, or once a month business post. Do that too. Sure, why not? But you can use these other posts at any time throughout the month and just start conversations, which is amazing. And then ideally, even you can befriend the admin. So when you go into the group and you're new to the group and you join it, once you've joined, you'll be able to see who the admins are. Go and friend them on Facebook and just ask them about their business too. Hey, Charlie, I saw that you're the admin on such and such Facebook group. Can I ask, like, what is the number one thing that you want out of this group, or how can I best contribute to the group, or how can I help you with your goals in this group? I'd love to, just add value and be an asset in the group. Things like that. You're building relationships with the admins, and then when they see your posts, they're gonna like them more, they're gonna comment on more, they're gonna trust you better, they're gonna approve your stuff. So befriending the admins is really important as well. You can even say, "Hey, I'd love to set up a one-to-one on Zoom and see if, how we can support each other in reaching our business goals this year." Sound good? So that would even be great as well. So again, kind of going back to recap so far, you're going to optimize your personal Facebook profile, and actually, ideally, you would put the same stuff on your personal and your business page. Okay, same links, same offers, same images, and everything, just because you want this to be designed to drive traffic to your business, drive traffic to your offers. And then you're going to join at least 3 local Facebook groups with your ideal target customers, whether that's moms or business owners or people looking to increase their profit or whatever the case is. And then you want to make at least 3 Let's Get Connected posts, so 1 in each different group. And it's best to start with a Let's Get Connected post. You can get creative with some other formats later, which will actually help you brainstorm. But the Let's Get Connected is a great way to start out. And then you're just going to start conversations, friending people, DMing people, and then start booking appointments or setting up, some kind of contact that way. And then lastly, I want you to track and measure your time and results. So how long is it taking you to post and then comment on all these comments and befriend people and talk to people, and then how many appointments are you booking, or how many customers are you getting? So you want to be tracking that so you can, be thinking about in the future. And what's cool about this is eventually, once as you kind of refine this process for yourself and you kind of figure out those conversation scripts that work really well, then you could potentially train a VA later on, or someone else who's helping you in your business, maybe even a spouse, and they could be doing this for you as you scale and grow your business. So that's really cool. So let's do this. Let me scroll down really quick. I want to just show you guys a couple posts that I did a while back in one of my local groups. So I literally just went in, I posted a picture of my son at like kind of a cool picture at a local park that a lot of people in the community would recognize. Um, and I said, hey, Rowlett, let's get connected in 2024. This is at the beginning of the year. How long have you lived in Rowlett, and what is your business or passion project? There's 165 comments. Now, about half of those are mine, of course, because I'm commenting on other people's comments. So there's like about 80 something comments. A bunch of people liked it. And that's 80 customers, potential customers that I could be talking to about my services, right? And it didn't cost me anything. And the cool thing is, once a post like this takes off, it's almost out of control. And it can even be a little bit hard to keep up with because it's so much, but like there's so much engagement, and it's really cool because it doesn't cost you anything, and it happens like within days. I think this one really took off after about 3 or 4 days. And so super cool. And then sorry. I don't know why my Zoom thing is like being weird. Here we go. Okay. And then this one over here, I did in a business professionals group. I said, let's get connected in 2024. How long have you lived in the area, and what type of business do you own? So emojis can help. Having one of these colored backgrounds. So you never want to just do like a boring, like white, normal background. Have a colored background. This one got 139 comments. And so lots of engagement here. I even had people posting on both of these like 6 months later. So that's another cool thing, is like, this is an asset that you create for yourself. And it keeps on giving. It keeps on going in the background. And people are looking for people to do business with. And so this kind of stuff can be evergreen in a lot of ways. I want to give you guys too. Well, actually, let me take a moment. I want to stop for a second. Does anyone have any questions so far, or any thoughts before I kind of dive into some templates? Any questions about how to just any of the logistics around it? Okay, cool. I think everybody's on the same page. I just want to make sure I'm not going too fast. Let me know if I'm going too fast or you need me to slow down. So real quick, we talked about, I'll go back to my Facebook profile here. So we talked about creating this tagline. I want to show you guys a template that I made for you to actually help you put together a nice little catchy tagline here. So one thing you can do as a format is, we've already talked about who our ideal customer avatar is. And so what you want to do is call that person out. And so you can say something like, I help ideal customer avatar to do blank by offering blank. And then just include a link and any relevant emojis. Emojis just, I don't know, they just make you seem more friendly, and they just help with engagement. So some examples would be, let's say you were a music teacher, like you have a music studio, or you offer like free piano lessons, guitar lessons, whatever. You could say, I help aspiring artists channel the music in their head to their fingertips. First lesson is free. And then put your link in there. Okay. Or you could say something like, for home cleaning, I help busy moms and professionals get their time back. First cleaning is 50% off. Call out your offer, whatever that offer is. Bookkeeping, I help business owners increase their profit and reduce their stress through tactical bookkeeping, or however you want to call it, strategic bookkeeping, and put a link, and so you want to just make it really clear what it is that you do. Call out your ideal customer avatar. So if I go to your Facebook page, if I go to your Facebook profile, and I look really quick at your picture and at your about me, like, is it immediately clear to me what you do, and do I need your services? Do your services speak to my pain point or aspiration about myself? Like, if I'm a business owner, I aspire to make profit and to reduce my stress. If I'm a busy mom, I want more time. I want somebody to help me, right, with whatever I'm doing at home. So, does your tagline speak to my pain or whatever pleasure that I'm seeking? So that's really important. So there's a little again, I'm going to give you guys the link to this document so you can keep it, and I'll post it in the school group as well. But you can call out your or use this tagline template here. Okay. So that's really pretty much it. Now once you do let me actually show you something that I did here. I'm going to go and show you that original post. Okay, so here it is. So here's my original post on my Facebook group here. And you see it's got 165 comments. So if I go and I view all the comments, you can see, they comment, "Hi, cute kid." She responded, to my son, "I've lived in Raleigh my entire life. I'm an independent consultant for Cincy and I absolutely love what I do along with the products I sell." She put a picture, and then I just said, "Very cool." It's not great. I should have asked her more about that. Whenever I did this was like almost a year ago. I actually didn't know about that trick. So remember, go back and ask them more about their service to really hack the algorithm. But here I said, "Nice, I'd love to get a quote for a house wash," right? And then he and I have actually been talking quite a bit. And I've helped him with his business a little bit. So you never know who you're going to run across, but people, they like to talk about themselves. They like to talk about their business. And so anytime you can ask them more and engage them, it's going to be super helpful. And then you just go in here, friend that person, send them a quick message, and it you're going to start winning more business uh, for your company. Cool. So uh, that's actually pretty much it. I went really fast today, but does anyone have any questions about that or just any comments? And why don't we just take turns? Let me get back to my Zoom window here. And here we go. Elizabeth says, "Wealth of information. I'll probably need to watch it a couple times and then apply." Sure, it's kind of a lot of information, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the link to the Google Doc in here, so you guys can access it, and I'll post this in the school group as well. But just remember the homework for this week, real simple, is optimize your Facebook profile, clean up your timeline, make sure all your links are up to date and you check them and test them, and then try to post 3 to 5 times a week. Join every local group that's a good fit for you, and then finally make a Let's Get Connected post. And you'll find that some groups will take off better than others. So if one of the groups that you post in for whatever reason doesn't take off right away, don't worry about it. Go to another group and try it again, and that group will likely have more more engagement. Thank you for that, Rebecca. Let me switch it really quick. There we go. Okay, I'm going to repost that link. There we go. Should be good now. Awesome. But tell me what your like just one big takeaway that you had. What was something that stuck out that you feel like you can implement right away, or something that you didn't know that was impactful for you? Rebecca, you want to go first?
Yeah, definitely just like that let's get connected post. That's kind of something like I've already joined a lot of groups, both like national and like local. That's not something I've done. I've tried like commenting on other people's posts, but it doesn't seem to gain a lot of traction. But
Sure.
I love that idea and I'm going to be using that right away.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun once you get to talking to people. And again, all of business is a numbers game, and so obviously not every person we talk to is going to need our services, but it's like how many people do we need to talk to until we get a yes? Like in my real estate business, I have to talk to a ton of people, whoops, before I get a yes, and then other businesses, it's maybe like 10 people. So it just depends on the industry, but it's like if you know what those numbers are, it's like it's just a matter of, playing the game at that point. So awesome. Anybody else? Norman, do you want to unmute or one big takeaway that you had from today?
The one big takeaway I got today was cleaning up your Facebook, making sure that everything on there is pertaining to your business
Yeah.
and no off the wall posts, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Good.
yeah, that helps out a lot.
For sure. For sure. And that's not to say don't like you want to be yourself. You always want to be yourself in business. But there can be things that can be misconstrued and we just I don't know, we just have to be mindful, I think. And was there something that stuck out to you?
I was gonna say the let's get connected post.
Mhm.
I like she said, I joined a lot of groups, but then everybody just spamming with their businesses and all that kind of stuff. So I don't post anything up there because I'm like, that's if I'm gonna post something about my business, that's another spamming, and
Mhm.
nobody gonna get engaged. They just gonna scroll through like I do.
Yeah.
But that is a good one, so I'm gonna try that with the group today.
Yeah, good deal. Yeah, I mean, we used to post, our Facebook pages, on a group like at, once a month or whatever. You get two or three comments maybe, right? This way, you're asking questions, you're building conversation, building trust, and I mean, it's easy to get well over 100 comments on a post, especially if the group is already a conversational group. Like in Rockwall, we've got Rockwallian. That's a very active group. There's Rockwall, Texas, our town, super active, and there's lots of other ones around town that are just very, very community oriented, which is a good thing for us because we don't want to be in the groups where people are just spamming their services because there's not really any relationship happening. So, well, awesome. Well, what I want you guys to do, since everybody's, I think, on the same page and with the Let's Get Connected post, so I want you to do at least 3 of these. In fact, I would say do 3, don't do more because you might actually get overwhelmed. It works really well. Just do 3 Let's Get Connected posts, and once you've done that, I want you to go in the school group and just say, "Hey, I did my homework. These are my Let's Get Connected posts," and you can even tell us how you worded it and get feedback on it in there, and that'll help everyone else too. Just kind of see what others are doing and learn. I know not everybody can be on the call. A lot of people are working, but we have a lot of people watching the replays later, and so go in the group and post that, and then let us know what your results are. I will say, Elizabeth, I'm so proud of Elizabeth. She's been taking action like every single day for the last couple of weeks, and she already got her first client from her new updated funnel. So that was really exciting. She shared that with us this morning on the win call. And so, it definitely works. All this works, and as you take action, it's going to work more and more, and it begins to snowball. So awesome. Well, with that, I guess we'll wrap up. Last call for questions. Any questions at all? Just anything random. We'll take last call. Okay, everybody's good. Awesome. Well, we'll look forward to seeing your posts in the group. Can't wait to hear your results. And let me know if you do have questions, you think of things later, always post them in the group. It'll help everybody just to learn and grow together. I'm actually going to be taking making some Loom videos. So if you ask a question in the group, I'll actually answer with a Loom video, and I'll do a whole like mini training for you. So look forward to that. But you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon. Bye.